often we think that we have to do something to get on God's good side. Remember one time I was talking to a pastor friend, actually a work colleague, years and years ago. And I remember I said something about grace, and he came up and put his arm around me and said, come on, Martin, it can't be that easy. Well, it isn't easy, but it can be that simple. Jesus says, honestly, that is what the cross is all about. That's why I did it, to make sure that you know that my grace will always be sufficient, no matter what you're experiencing, no matter what the issue is. Psalm 46, verse 1 says, God is our refuge and our strength. The subtitle to this psalm might just as well be a well-tried help in trouble, because this psalm found its most worthy Christian expression, of course, in Martin Luther's hymn, "A Mighty Fortress is Our God." Strength, courage, joy, all of those things can be yours when you trust in the Lord. God has been a help in countless adversities in the past, and will be today, and will always be in the future. Remember when I was in high school in youth group, there was a song that we used to sing based on this psalm. And we needed someone in that youth group to speak the words of the first verse. God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. And so naturally, when they asked me to do that, I thought, wow, did you choose me because my voice is so good? And they said, no, Martin, it's because you can't sing, and we don't want you to do that for this song. Nevertheless, I also couldn't read music. And so the first night of practice, I never could figure out when it was time to speak those words. And so finally, after several runs through, I leaned over to the girl next to me and said, honestly, just put your hand on my wrist when it's time for me to say it, and I'll do it. And she did, and it was good. But honestly, that was a wonderful song, a wonderful reminder that God really is a refuge and a source of strength, no matter what our circumstances in everyday life are. That's why Luther wrote, "A mighty fortress is our God," because that was his understanding of the Almighty. Honestly, you and I need to keep that in mind as well, especially during those times when we feel like grace is just too easy, that we have to do something in order to deserve it. We don't. And in fact, honestly, we couldn't even if we wanted to. That, ladies and gentlemen, that really is what Grace to Go is all about.